Hello students, I am Raman Gupta from Government College Bara, and in continuity with the last video in which we discussed about tragedy, the general things about tragedy, and in this video we'll study some other facts about tragedy. Tragedy is a genre of story in which a hero is brought down by his or her own flaws, usually by ordinary human flaws. Flaws are mistakes. Flaws like greed, overambition, or even an excess of love, honor, or loyalty. If any flaw mentioned over here is done by the protagonist or the hero or heroine, and if he does not get success and meets his fall, is results in tragedy. In any tragedy, we start with the tragic hero, usually in his prime. The hero is successful, respected, and happy, but he has some tragic flaw that will ultimately cause his downfall. Usually, the plot of the story follows a gradual descent from greatness to destruction. It's especially important that the hero end up isolated from all of his friends and companions. This is very important that he is made alienated from his companions. In the end, we feel deep sadness and pity, also called pathos, for the hero. But we also feel a sense of understanding. The story warns us to guard against the ordinary flaws that brought down the hero. So, flaws are responsible for his fall, but these are done by the hero because to make it tragedy. Sometimes people use the word tragedy for any sad event. For example, we might say that an aeroplane crash or tsunami was tragic. But in literature, the word has a much more specific meaning than that. So, there are some examples of tragedy. Let's see. Thorin Oakenshield from The Hobbit is a great tragic hero. Though he is living in exile, he is still the king of the Darwes, and a great warrior. His quest is to restore the Dravers to their kingdom under the mountain, and he is utterly committed to that quest. So committed, in fact, that he gradually isolates himself from his supporters and friends, believing he can trust no one. Take note, though Thorin might be a tragic hero, but The Hobbit is no tragedy. It has a happy ending. So, if a drama completes with a happy ending, it is not tragedy. Though there are some tragic events happened in that drama, but if the end is not tragic, it is not tragedy. It can be said, better said, tragicomedy. So the next point is the importance of tragedy. The importance of tragedy. Tragedies might be the oldest form of storytelling in the Western tradition. Generally, in the form of stories, tragedies are told. They are effective They are interesting for the listeners and for the tellers because they can, in fact, they can reach and they can have a permanent effect or a longer effect on our heart and mind than comedies. The earliest non Greek plays are all tragedies, and many Greek philosophers believed that tragedy was the highest form of literary art. No one is really sure why people have historically loved tragedies so much. Tragedy is loved, tragedy is more popular than comedies. If you think about it, it's a little odd. Why would we want to experience all the emotions of sadness and pity that tragedies bring up? Should not we prefer happy and light hearted films? Of course, some people do, but tragedy has an enduring power in literature that shows deep and lasting popularity. What accounts for it? The reason has been told well that tragedies have power to affect some audience heart and mind. They can arrest their attention. The most well-known theory is Aristotle's idea of catharsis. Aristotle argued that tragedies give us a feeling of catharsis or the release of pent up emotions. As we go through life, we store up negative emotions, bottling them up means we collect them as one. As we might say now, Aristotle believed that a good tragedy was a productive, safe way to release those negative emotions. What Aristotle says, a good tragedy was a productive, safe way to release those negative emotions. The emotions we have collected as a whole, as what we have bottled them up. So, what tragedy is a group of negative emotions, bunch of negative emotions. Is it clear, students? So, these things are enough for the term tragedy. Shakespeare has also written some tragedies, Othello, King Lear. These are very important. Many other writers have composed many tragedies. Okay, so you can study it well. Thank you and have a nice day.